I've always been a huge fan of all the Phil Spector productions, and I grew up with you know, all that Neil Young stuff and Crosby, Stills and Nash and the Byrds, and you know, I'm a sucker for sentimental, melancholy music, and unfortunately, I'm stuck with a heavy metal band. So what can you do besides try to make this kind of odd hybrid of those worlds? There's very meatheady, hairy guitar riffs, and yet within the next 20 seconds there's something really soppy going on as well. So yeah, it's best of all the worst worlds, I guess. I tend to do most of my writing, lyrically at least, in the bathtub. So wherever there's a tub. My mother was a big bather, so I remember when I was a kid I was always in the bathroom, and she was reading and then telling me stories where I was on the potty or something, and yeah, bathing and rock and roll, they can go very well together. No, it doesn't get any easier, but or any harder. It just is. It's our way of escaping adulthood, I guess. It's about a spark. It's about hearing some new music, not our own stuff. Somebody playing me a new Electric Wizard album, and all of a sudden I remember how it was being 12 and hearing Iron Maiden for the first time. I want to kill my parents and bang my head against the wall. That's what good rock and roll should do to you, and that's what happens when there's a new riff that happens with the, you know, that we get together with the lads at the rehearsal place. We lose a few pounds in a few years, and you know, suck on a wife beater and pretend that, yeah, we're young.
For more interviews like this every Wednesday at 4 p.m, make sure you hit subscribe below. We don't want you to miss out.
Creating a set list is fairly hard. We've got, I think, yeah, 8 albums proper under our belts. And obviously there's people who gravitate towards certain albums more within the band and in the audience as well, but you can't please everybody. We play the stuff we know how to play. It's not as complicated as a lot of people think that it is. You know, there's a lot of spontaneous stuff that happens, obviously, when we perform on stage and then when we create the music. On albums, it's a bit different. You try to rehearse as much as you can, so you have the basic skeleton for an album sorted, and after which you can leave as much space as you can for the kind of magic to happen, which is the spontaneous stuff, but not necessarily it translates that well. A lot of spontaneous stuff seems to sound like it's very well rehearsed. Yeah, we've been around forever. I met our guitar player and bass player when I was around maybe 9 years old, 10 years old, so more or less we've grown up together, and him has been there for more than half of our lives already, which is crazy. I think it's the friendship. That's a kind of boring and a sentimental answer, but I do think that a lot of bands that don't stay together or don't have the chance to do so is because they're just 5 or 4 individuals going for their own ego trips. So we have a lot more than just the music in common. And I think that keeps us more or less on the right side of insane when on tour bus.
For more interviews like this every Wednesday at 4 p.m, make sure you hit subscribe below. We don't want you to miss out.